Hello and welcome to Let's Play World of Mixed Martial Arts 5. This is 2K. We are building towards our first TV show, Gamma Battle Lines, which is going to be Gamma Battle Lines Silva versus Urguero. And I will see you when something happens. Interesting. We had Carl Ratcliffe accepting a call out from PD Mac here. And I ended up adding that to the show, which bumped the super heavyweight title match to the prelims, but that's fine. Yeah, it's an interesting way that the fights can organically kind of happen through fighters calling each other out, which is neat. So, Nico Soldo, who you may remember from the last episode, losing to Nilton Fantoni in a unanimous decision. He got hit for PEDs, which for your first fight in America, coming from a place where I don't believe they drug test, that's not a good sign. And then his response is, it wasn't me. It was a false test, a lab error, all these things. I mean, first of all, he lost to someone who was unranked in the global. I don't know if he's ranked now even. Let me look. I think it's updated since. I think he's middle. Not. I should probably check. What size are you? Light, heavyweight. So, yeah, Nico Soldo, who is here and on suspension, and Nilton. Let's update these rankings here. Nilton's still on 8. He has no contract. A no contact suspension. What is that? Oh, he's injured. I thought he was back. Anyway. You got someone who was basically a no-name. And I don't know, you essentially let him beat you. Is Nico Soldo still even listed? Yeah, he's number 6 now, and I mean, Nilton's now number 22, but oh boy. I want to see how this turns out. If there's a follow-up on that. If there is, then I will do something with it. And if not, then I'm probably just going to fire Nico Soldo, to be completely honest. Another piece I forgot to mention. So, credibility, I don't know. I think it was in... I don't know if it was in 4 or not. But it's something that I've been paying a little bit more attention to on this run. And Soldo failing a drug test was a huge 6 points off. So, that's... that's very hurtful. And that makes me want to fire him even more. Oh, come on! So, one of our big fights that we had at our next show was Carl Ratcliffe versus PD Mac. There's essentially no way I can get someone in on that quickly. None. So I just have to scrap the fight, which sucks. I'm so mad because they had been hyped. They legit hate each other. So I guess Mac can be moved to this card. This is missing one. Why don't we move it here? And Mac, I believe, is middleweight. And yeah, we'll just put this fight on. I'm a little upset, though, that we didn't get the fight that we wanted. But that's how it goes sometimes. So we had our press conference here. Everyone made weight. So we are good to move on to the show. We're going to watch all. And here we are at Gamma Battle Line 6. Silva versus Ruggiero. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Main eventing is the 19-0, 1-0 Gamma Manuel Silva with Julio Ruggiero fighting him for the Gamma welterweight title. Julio is 25-1, 8-1 in Gamma. Elsewhere on the show, we have a super heavyweight title match. Henley Poulter and George Pickering. The number 6 ranked light heavyweight Iron Man Jr. Petinkin, returning for the first time since being knocked out. The current world ranked number 9 middleweight Adam Blitzwhite, coming off a win. And the number 13th ranked Magnum David Allen, returning after a loss. Manuel the Prodigy Silva versus Spanish Silk Julio Ruggiero. Ruggiero is making his first defense. Oh. I think I said that incorrectly. Sorry. Ruggiero is the champ. Silva's going for the belt. My apologies. Ruggiero making his first defense of the Gamma welterweight title. Ruggiero has submitted 4 of his last 5 opponents. 2 of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, ranked 16th and 17th. Ruggiero is main eventing a Gamma show for the 7th time. Silva has won 3 of his last 5 fights by decision, so he can go the distance. And this is the first time the two would fight, and they have split the staff. We also have Ashley Ballard versus Adam White. Both are world-ranked middleweights. White, number 9, Ballard, number 17. First time fighting, and the betting lines are heavily favored to Adam Blitzwhite. We also have Junior Patinkin versus Derek South. We are number 6 ranked light heavyweight for Patinkin, South number 11 in Gamma rankings. First time they fought, Patinkin's going to enjoy a 9-inch reach advantage and also a large favorite for Patinkin. 2 world-ranked heavyweights, number 18 and 19, Sweet Baby Tank Manoa versus the Brazilian bomber Gladstone Lopez. This is the first time they fought, and they have split the staff. We have Hanley the Great White Poulter and George Guillotine Pickering. Pickering making his second defense of the super heavyweight title, and this time it is on the prelims. I may have made a mistake there. Both are world-ranked super heavyweights, number 2 and number 5. It's the first time they have fought, but Pickering is a big, big favorite to win. Magnum David Allen and Alberto Basora. First time fighting. Gamma debut for Basora. And many people have Basora winning this. Frankie Armageddon. God damn it. Versus Glenn the Marine Sismasko. And since Moscow is the huge favorite here. And Michael Pekovich versus Clem Wolf. First time fighting as well. Gamma debut of Pekovich, and he is also favored. Drew Leviathan DeCosta versus the Texas Bulldozer Refrain in a super heavyweight battle. First time they have fought. I mean, it's mostly for Refrain here. He does have the better beard. And that is going to be our first match here, as two identical people except for the beard are going to fight when Drew Leviathan DeCosta takes on Texas Bulldozer Refrain. Preliminary fights with Drew Leviathan DeCosta competing against Texas Bulldozer Refrain. Refereeing this bout will be Roger Bennett. They have judges. And we are off. Is it not? Oh, it's not. All right. Two fighters touch gloves, and they come together in a clinch. Refrain wrestles his way to a dominant position in the clinch. Using his wrestling skills, Frey is trying to push DeCosta up against the cage. DeCosta ends up back against the cage. DeCosta, stuck with his back against the cage, is pretty much trapped there thanks to the control that Refrain is exerting. They engage in a grueling close-up battle of short strikes for roughly a minute. Refrain looks to try and maintain control via his wrestling skills, but DeCosta proves too good and manages to turn them around, so he is in the dominant position. DeCosta uses dirty boxing against Refrain, but the wrestling skills prevent anything from happening there. A few short punches in the ribs land as Refrain fighting back. Refrain is controlled up against the cage and takes a few right hands via some dirty boxing, and the referee's going to step in and separate them back to center. Two fighters get up close and start wrestling for position. DeCosta works his way to a dominant position. And using his wrestling skills, DeCosta is trying to push Refrain up against the cage. Refrain doesn't let himself be driven back, though. DeCosta is trying to push Refrain so that his back is up against the cage. And DeCosta achieves it, pinning Refrain to the cage. DeCosta pins Refrain up against the cage and uses dirty boxing to inflict some damage. DeCosta tries to use some of his dirty boxing skills, but Refrain uses wrestling to prevent any strikes from being long. Refrain lands a few quick punches to the side of the head. DeCosta goes in for some dirty boxing, but Refrain is aware of the danger and uses wrestling to prevent any damage from happening. Got a few short punches to the ribs as Refrain's fighting back. Again with the dirty boxing, and again with the wrestling to nullify. As time runs out, you have to give that to DeCosta, but they basically were on the cage the whole time. Yeah, the crowd is unhappy. And we are back. Two fighters come together in a clinch and start wrestling. DeCosta getting the advantage and pushing him against the cage. Refrain ends up against the cage, and we got smothering. We got some fighting. DeCosta more fighting, wrestling to avoid it. Refrain punching from defense here. DeCosta hits Refrain, who is pressed up against cage with a nice short uppercut. And another one. And another one. And he's pushing them halfway through the round. And they're separated so that they can go back to the cage. Refrain is starting to slow a touch. They come together and start wrestling in an over-under clinch position. Refrain has the better and pushes him against the cage. DeCosta pinned against the cage. Being smothered. They're hitting each other with very short punches. Refrain shows great control, keeping DeCosta pressed against the cage. They spend the next minute in that position, hitting each other with short punches to the body and the side of the head. Refrain tries to keep him up against the cage with wrestling, but DeCosta reverses it, so he is the one in control. And that is the round. I would give that one to Refrain, but this sucks. Oh, I guess it's DeCosta. Sure. I guess he hit the 3 uppercuts. That was this round. Yeah. Here we go, and the final round begins. The two fighters clinch, DeCosta aggressively getting to a dominant position, and Refrain is caught with a couple of short punches as he is using dirty boxing to inflict punishment. DeCosta using dirty boxes, getting some good punches in. Refrain getting some good punches in now, but... Oh, I'm sorry. Refrain getting caught with a couple of good punches. I can read. Refrain uses his wrestling to smother DeCosta and stop him from inflicting any more damage. But DeCosta is able to muscle him back up against the cage. A knee strike to the side of the ribs. And DeCosta pins him up against, and he's hitting him with right hands. Dirty boxing is nullified by the wrestling. Some smothering. Halfway through the round. Smothering. DeCosta tries to hit Refrain with a knee to the thigh, but Refrain takes the opportunity to switch it around, so he is in control, and DeCosta is the one back up against the cage. The fatigued Refrain is just smothering DeCosta, and they smother for 60 seconds, and the referee breaks them up with 36 seconds left. They're both tired. They clinch. DeCosta gets in a dominant position, and that's it. That match sucked. DeCosta wins. That sucked. Our announcer is now giving the official scores. 30-27, 30-27, 29-28, with a split decision to Drew DeCosta. That fight was sure rated as being poor. I give it poor. Drew DeCosta thanks his sponsors and all his fans. He is then asked who he'd like to face next, and he responds by calling out Oscar Malaby, saying that he will kick his ass. There's no doubt that Drew DeCosta benefits from being interviewed. He knows the value of building name value. Michael Pekovich versus Clem Wolf. Father and son do battle. Kyle Crisp refereeing. We got judges. Pekovich towers over Wolf as the referee gives the fighters their instructions. We are underway. They touch gloves. Both fighters come together and strike. Pekovich counters a right hand with a brace of jabs followed by a good right hook. Pekovich forcing an exchange of strikes. Wolf wild with his misses. Pekovich hits 2 left jabs and scores a right roundhouse kick to the ribs. Pekovich stalking forward. Moves inside into the pocket. There's a quick 1-2. Doesn't land either one of them, does Pekovich. Pekovich stalking forward again. Pekovich able to avoid a jab and get into that pocket, but not able to do much with it. They meet in center. Wolf misses a big right hand, putting him off balance, and Pekovich is able to attack with 2 jabs, followed with a left to the body. That reach advantage really coming into play here. Move in and engage. Wolf misses a right hook. He gets countered with a jab and a left to the body. Not much doing in that. As we get through halfway through the round here, Pekovich seemingly in control. They both step up to strike. Wolf again missing. Pekovich counter with a quick kick to the lead leg. Couldn't read for a second there. They step in to strike. Wolf missing again, and Pekovich's counter with a good right hook. Pekovich at this point just needs to wait for Wolf to miss. Pekovich slips past a right hook attempt and attacks with a quick left jab and a kick to the body. Gets parried. Exchange of strikes, but not much doing there. End of the round coming quick. Pekovich just glaring at him. Quick exchange of strikes does not do much. They engage in center. Wolf actually lands a left hook, and Pekovich uses a left jab and a nice right hook in response. As it expires, it's almost all Pekovich there. And we are back in the second round. The 2 fighters coming forward to engage. Wolf misses a right hook and leaves himself open to be countered yet again with a pair of jabs, followed by a quick kick. Pekovich is starting to tire, though. He has been whooping almost too much ass. Wolf is slowing as well, as he has been getting his ass whooped almost too much. Pekovich attacks with strikes. Wolf lands 2 left hands in the exchange. Pekovich lands a left jab, but Wolf dodges the leg kick that follows. They stand and trade blows, not really able to do much anything for about a minute. And they step in the strike. Wolf scoring with a left hook. Pekovich with a jab and also a quick kick to the lead leg. Coming forward on the attack is Pekovich. Wolf tries to counter, but unable to connect. Pekovich able to jab, but not much doing there. Second half of the round coming up. They are just trading insubstantial blows. As they engage, Pekovich slip past a white hook and counters with a left jab and a solid right hand. Wolf misses a right hook and leaves himself open to be countered with a left roundhouse kick to the body. 1 minute left in the round as they come together to strike. Wolf is off balance with a left jab, but able to connect with a right cross. Pekovich using that left jab, but the right hook is blocked. Wolf is definitely slowing. So they engage. Pekovich hits a left jab, but doesn't get a leg kick. Wolf lands a left jab, but finds his right cross blocked. Both fighters step in to strike. Wolf misses a big right hand, allowing Pekovich to counter with a couple of jabs that are followed by a leg kick that narrowly misses as time runs out. Pekovich, all Pekovich. It's definitely 20-18. And somehow Wolf needs to finish off Pekovich. Final round, as they stand and trade strikes. Pekovich a little fatigued. Little fatigued. Two fighters come forward and engage. Not much doing there. Pekovich has a leg kick easily checked. Wolf has a right hook blocked. He is breathing really hard, is Clem Wolf here. Jab hits home for Pekovich, and then he lands a right hand. Pekovich now showing his fatigue. They exchange of strikes, but the tiredness, no power behind them. Engage in center. Pekovich counters a right hand with a jab and a kick to the leg. Nothing doing there as we go to the second half of the final round. Wolf is limping. They meet in the center. Wolf misses a right hook and leaves himself open to be countered with a left jab and a quick kick. As they come together to strike, Wolf misses a big right hand, putting him off balance and allowing Pekovich to attack with a jab and a right hook. Wolf might be going for the home run here. So they clinch up. And Wolf is trying to push Pekovich against the cage. He has him there. Pekovich takes knee strikes to the inside of his own knee, stomping down on 1 minute left, driving a knee to the thigh area as Wolf. Wolf smothering Pekovich against cage, hitting him with knee strikes to the ribs. Pekovich takes a knee strike just above the hip. Quick elbow smashes. Wolf unable to get it done. There was a last little flurry there. And I thought Pekovich might have been in danger, but I think it's going to be 28-27s across the board probably. Yep, 29-28, or 28-27, sorry, 29-28. 30-27, 30-27 for Michael Pekovich. Unanimous Michael Pekovich. Michael Pekovich gives a name check to everyone at Mean Machines, all his various sponsors, and then all of his family, friends, and supporters. He's then asked who he would like to face next, and he calls out Razor Rivers, saying he will kick his ass. We have Frankie Armageddon and Glenn the Marine Sismasco. Semasco. We're going to call him the Marine. Geddon and Marine here. Leo Behan, our referee. We are underway. The two fighters touch gloves and engage. Marine misses a big right hand, putting him off balance and allowing Geddon to attack with a left jab and a leg kick that misses. As they come forward, Geddon misses with a big right hand, allowing Marine to counter with a right hand that landed cleanly. Engaging in center. Geddon lands a left jab, but has a right hand absorbed on the gloves. Marine is off balance with the jab, but lands the low kick as they engage in center. Geddon misses with the right cross, leaves him wide open in the counter. Marine comes in with a great right hook. They stand and trade, but all the shots are either off target or safely dealt with, as Marine is just glaring at his opponent here. Fighters go toe-to-toe with strikes, but the flurry ends without any real damaging shots getting in. We go past the halfway point of this round. Two combatants meet in the center and start to strike. Marine counters a right hand with a quick left jab and a right hook as they come forward and engage. Geddon missing a right cross that leaves him open to the counter, and Marine takes advantage with a clean right hand. Marine hits a jab but misses with a low kick as Geddon is able to land a nice right hook. They engage. Geddon misses with a right hook and gets countered with a head kick, but that head kick did not have all the power that it should have. They meet in center. Gannon scores a quick kick to the lead leg, and a Marine comes back with it. Final minute of the round, they come together. Marine scores with a quick kick to the lead leg, and Gannon jabs, but it is blocked. Gannon doesn't connect with the left jab and cannot hit the right cross. Marine also missing. Just glaring. Marine is mad. He is an angry individual. So we get to the end of this round. Starting the next round here. Come forward and engage. Marine lands a left jab but cannot get a kick to the body. Gannon hits a left jab but unable to find the mark with a right hook as they engage. Gannon lands a left jab, unable to find the mark. Marine lands a left jab but is also off the mark with his follow-up. Two fighters come forward and engage. Marine uses a left jab but cannot get a kick to the body. Gannon hits a jab but cannot hit a right cross. Fighters go toe-to-toe with strikes, with the flurry ending without any real damaging shots landing. They engage. Gannon misses a right cross that leaves him open to the counter. Marine attacks with a left jab and a big right hand that just misses. Exchange of blows come and goes. Nothing really doing there. Halfway through the round, meet in the center. Marine slips past a right hook attempt and attacks with a left jab and a right hook, but he's been slightly off the mark all fight. Gannon misses again with a big right hand, allowing Marine to counter with a right cross. They engage in center. Marine misses with a right hook and gets countered with a quick left jab and a right cross that just misses. Gannon scoring with a jab that doesn't connect with a right hand. Marine misses with a left jab but connect cleanly with the right hand. But he looks like he is starting to slow a little. Marine misses a right cross that leaves him right open to the counter. Gannon comes in with a left cross. Under a minute left. Brief exchange of fire, but neither fighter able to land anything. Gannon is off target with a jab, but also finds his right cross blocked. Marine cannot hit anything either. Striking without success. Gannon unable to find the mark. Marine's body kick is parried away as they engage. 9 seconds left. Gannon lands a left hook. Marine misses a jab, but hits the left roundhouse kick to the body as time expires on the round. I guess Gannon really needs to stop the fight here. I think it's closer than that, but okay. They come together and strike. Marine counters a right hand with a jab and a right hand that narrowly fails to connect. Two combatants meet in the center. Gannon misses a right hook and gets countered with a left jab and a big right hand that just misses. Gannon looks like he's starting to breathe a little heavier. Both fighters move in and engage. Gannon slips past a right hook and counters with a left cross as they step in to strike. Nothing managing to hit here. Gannon is off target with a left jab and also misses a right hook. Marine misses a jab and also misses a right hand. The two combatants meet in the center and start to strike. Marine misses a right cross and leaves him wide open to the counter. Gannon comes in with a right cross of his own. They come forward and exchange. Gannon unable to connect. Marine hitting a left jab and also a kick to the leg. They're both throwing blows, but nothing really hitting here. Halfway through the markets, they engage again. Marine hits a jab but cannot hit a right cross. Gannon hits a jab and also a right cross. That last shot might have done damage. Marine backs off and against the cage and is trying to cover up. He looks unsteady. Gannon blasts Marine with a knee to the chest. Circling. Marine seems to have recovered from being rocked there. So they come together and strike. And both fighters are throwing. There's 2 minutes left. Gannon really needs to take advantage here. And it doesn't look like he is able to. They meet in the center. Marine hits a left jab and also a kick to the leg. Gannon again is off target. Oh, he hit that one though. The end. He may be rocked again. Gannon stepping in, trying to finish it with the right hand. But it is avoided just barely as they engage again. Marine slips past a right hook and counters with a left jab and a right hook that is ducked. They come together with strike with 22 seconds left. Gannon misses a right hook and leaves himself open to be countered with a jab and a glancing high kick. Fighters fall into a sloppy clinch as this is the end of the match. I think that fight, I mean, if it goes 30-27, that's weird. Here comes the official scores. 29-28, 29-28, 30-27. Glenn the Marine Simasco. I don't know about that, but okay. Giving thanks, Glenn Simasco praises his team and American Cage Fighters, his various sponsors, and the fans that came out to support him. When asked who he'd like to fight next, he calls out H.M. Menzel, saying he can't beat me. I believe this is the last match of the prelims, as we have Magnum David Allen versus Alberto Basora. Yes. Here's the opening bell. Two fighters touch gloves. Allen hits with a big left hand, finds nothing but air with his right. Allen connects with a nice jab and then scores a nice right cross. Basora lands a left hand. Attacking with speed, Allen uses a flurry of 3 punches, none of which land, but lands a big right hand at the end. Basora is rocked. He backs away up against the cage. He's looking unsteady. Allen's trying to finish it, but Basora slips past it at the last possible second. And he is shaking his head, but he's clearing out. He's back to center. Basora shooting in for a takedown here. Unable to get past the sprawl. Has to give up on the takedown. Basora rarely circling. He's been rocked and his takedown attempt has been blocked. He's looking for an opening here. Allen lands a jab and then crunches Basora with a right hook. Jab is wide from Allen, but he scores a right cross on Basora halfway through the round. Basora shooting in again. Oh, Allen almost got away, but he is left hopping with Basora hold of one leg. Basora is unable to complete the takedown, but he is able to push him against the cage. Allen is pressed up against the cage and held there. 30 seconds go by, and it is a bit of a stalemate. Basora smothering. He's going to try and continue smothering, but Allen reverses it and pushes Basora against the cage. And the referee splits them up with a second left as time runs out. David Allen dominated that round. Here we go, round 2. Allen throwing a quick punch but doesn't land. And Basora takes a chance to grab Allen into a clinch. And he's going to judo toss him to the ground. Allen has no answer to that hip control. And he is left down under side control. Inside control, Basora working to get mount. Allen able to fight the mount off, and they wind up scrambling for position. Allen on top with Basora pulling guard. And for a couple of moments, Allen is just content to throw a couple of punches to the body. Allen pounds away with elbow strikes, but Basora isn't troubled by them. Basora tries to pull Allen in close and smother him, but it's nothing doing there. Allen throwing minor strikes from mount. Basora tries to get double underhooks on Allen so that he can get some control, but unable to do so. Allen strikes from mount, not great. Basora tries to smother Allen by holding him, but unable to keep control. Allen unable to do anything from mount. Basora trying to get an arm from the bottom of the guard. Allen defends it. Allen punching Basora, nothing doing. Allen, nothing doing. Basora trying a sweep, nothing doing. Referee, about 3 minutes too late, jumps in. And time runs out on round 2. I guess we're dead even. I mean, I think David Allen's been crushing it, but whatever. Here we go. Basora shooting in for a takedown right away. Allen gets taken down by a single leg and he has to pull guard. Basora attempting to pass guard and gain a better position. Allen comfortably blocks the attack and keeps Basora in guard. Basora gets pulled in tight and takes a couple of short, sharp punches to the side of the face. Allen is controlled against the guard, unable to shift Basora off of him. Basora just lying on top of Allen. Basora trying to get to work past the guard. Allen blocks. Basora deflecting the punches that Allen's throwing. Referee stands them up with 2 minutes left. Again, 3 minutes overdue. Well, I guess probably 2 minutes overdue. But the referee finally stands them back up. So they stand and trade, nothing doing there. Allen hitting 2 left jabs and then scoring with a right cross that landed hard. That last strike may have hurt Basora as he is backing away rocked. Basora is dropped by a big right hook. Allen quickly pouncing, dropping hammer fists, and Allen firing away punches, but Basora is covering up with final 60 seconds. Elbow strikes, but nothing really getting through. Basora somehow still in this. Allen blocks Basora as he tries to transition to guard. Allen pounding away with 3 elbow strikes and quick submission. And Basora still unable to get out of this position as time expires. This is just a minute of raining punches down, I guess, at the end of that. If Allen doesn't win this, I'm flip this table. All right, unanimous decision for Magnum David Allen. Giving thanks, David Allen praises his team in American Cage Fighters, his various sponsors, and the fan that came out to support him. He says he has a lot of respect for Alberto Basora and praises his toughness. I mean, shit, man. That guy was just getting punched for a minute at the end there. And he didn't submit. The referee didn't stop it. The dude's tough. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in part 2. Ha ha ha, just kidding. We're still here. I forgot the heavyweight fight was not on the main card. So the last fight of the preliminaries is the Great White Poulter versus Guillotine Pickering for the Gamma Super Heavyweight title in the preliminaries. There's the bell. Pickering hits a left hand, but Poulter evades with a big right punch. Pickering can't hit a setup left jab and then scores with a right cross. Exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. Pickering steps in and looks to unleash. Poulter looked like he was angling to grapple, but couldn't take the initiative. Pickering throws a 1-2, but Poulter was equal to it. Coming forward, Poulter is willing to take some hits if it means he is able to get close enough to grapple. Pickering cannot connect with his setup strikes, but able to hit a right hand at the end. Poulter gets a hold of Pickering without taking too much damage and using his wrestling skill. Oh no, Poulter pushing him back against the cage. No. Pickering is pressed up against the cage. Cage fighting. Second half of the round. Poulter keep him up against the cage. And they're back to center. Pickering connects with a jab, but his big right hand follow-up misses. Poulter is trying to grab Pickering. Poulter looking to muscle Pickering back up against the cage. You know what, Pickering? Fuck this guy up. Poulter can't do it. Pickering gets a more dominant position in the grapple exchange. Pickering looking to trip him by sweeping a leg, and a great inside leg trip sees Poulter get thrown to the mat, and Pickering is left in half guard. Pickering looks to pass half guard and get into side control. Poulter can do nothing about the pass and gets mounted. And there's an armbar attempt. Armbar fully applied. Poulter taps out. Hell yeah! The winner by submission, George Guillotine Pickering. Awesome. Good. Giving thanks, George Pickering praises his team at Pittsburgh Steel, his various sponsors, and the fans that came out to support him. George Pickering celebrates still being the Gamma Super Heavyweight Champion and says he is looking forward to the next challenger stepping forward. Now this time, for real, thanks for watching. Have a good one.